The dwarves are not a problem.
Killed it.
They're saying killed it is a bit harsh. I know they're shorter than most. But calling the dwarves an it, harsh. A couple stragglers. I'll save before that lift. Not sure there's another way in that room.
Killed it.
I had done quite a lot without saving.
Heal me! I can't believe it!
There you go. One healing. When I first played the game, I must have restarted the game a dozen times until I was able to figure out which classes I wanted, to have all of the important skills at Grandmaster level, not too many duplicates, everything is black. Hey guys, come. The more come that way, the less I'll have to fight once I'm up there.
Finally!
My back against the wall. Anyone else? Excellent. Anyone else? Feel pretty busy.
Ow! Ow!
Maybe with a little bit more patience, I could lure a few more.
Finally! Help me!
Soon I'm gonna run out of spell points. Easy. Let's save. Just in case. Just in case that was not it. Oh, yes. Perfect. Oh, you're following. So, was the lift on a timer, maybe? That's good. I'm very tempted to wait until it goes down, but there can't be too many of them left. Ah! Ah, no. I was gonna say the water is running up but it's also going down. So close. What's that? A switch. A switch to open this over there. Well, let's go take a look, shall we? Save? Save. It's a bit like Morrowind. Now we go in a neat little circle. No, 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 no. Stay open. Until at least I can grab all the good stuff. Money, always good. All right. I still can't get over the fact that birds are attacking me with their mines.
Finally!
It's okay, we have quite a lot of room to back.
All right!
What is that sound? It sounds like goblins. But it'd be surprising to have dwarves and goblins in the same place. Of course. Ooh, the door is locked. And I am not seeing a key, but we found spell books. Those are nice. Acid burst, that would be for you. Cure poison, I'm pretty sure my...
Where will I put that?
My divine spellcasters, they all know the spell.
This will help.
Okay, I'm glad. So, this door is locked. We've seen the big switch, but that was to get to the treasure room. Now, just in case, you know, sometimes you have a single switch that opens a door, closes the other one. We'll see if that's it. It's not. Okay. Don't remember seeing switches anywhere else. My divine spellcasters all warn me, but your scroll has got me all warn me. Know that I've left out any place that could have a switch, a lever of some sort. But clearly there's still a lot to the dungeon because I've done only 67% of the map. Map/enemies, I'm not big scrolls. They should make a song. I think it would go great. Okay, I don't see a lever. My inventory is pretty full, so let's go back to Castle Ironside. empty the inventory, probably get some training. Here comes the music. Did I must have, but probably did. It looks like I forgot to loot a single plant. What a terrible mistake. Wait. Yes, I'm going exactly in the opposite direction. I was the main town here. I believe it's the main town. It's called Freehaven. And oh my god, it's worse than Vivek. There's like at least 40, but I would say 40 to 50 buildings. And it's not like they all look similar, but they do kind of look similar, all of them. And to remember who gave you a quest where, I actually cheated and looked up the map online. Not proud, but it had to be done. Alright, let's train.
What a week.
Yeah.
Too easy. What a week.
I mean, don't go thinking that my party is thinking of killing peasants. It's not. That's not what's happening. What do you train? Axe. Nobody's doing axe. It's not what's happening, obviously. In fact, I would quite like to recruit a banker or a teacher. See, I could recruit engne, who is a masterful cavalier. But I'm happy with my party of ladies. I'm happy with the classes that they have. So I'll just train. Now, maybe you've been wondering, oh, a fitness instructor, that could be fun. Maybe I could do that, or maybe it's too hard. Here's how you do it.
Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done.
You got it? That's how it goes. You say well done. All right, let's look at the skills. I believe I have not found the expert trainer merchant, which would be nice to have. All right, so she is ready to become a master in bow, sword, chain, and shield. Yeah, at first I was training her for staff, but I switched her to a dagger because she can become a master with either, and that means that she can have a shield because her best is expert in leather. So I feel having a shield is kind of important for her. Now we just have to find the master trainers. You're going back to the box, Letty? You're thinking about it? Don't think about it, just go. Flo? You're tired. You're so tired. You deserve some rest. And what better place but a box to rest? put your head in the box, young Latreid. Well done. But let me sleep. All right. We're back in business. All right. What do I want to do for you? She is best with the mace and she's ready to become a master. She's ready to be a master in plate. I really do like that cover shield. It's lovely. Let's do that. She's got the bow, she's got the mace, she's got the chain, and now she's got the shield. Now she's also going to be super busy because she is the identify monster expert.
Yes, we've been expecting.
I forgot who's my identify item expert. Might be the sorcerer. Hello, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the follow. Right. I'd like to find a perception expert. I'm sure I've seen one. Do you know each other? Small world. At some point I'm gonna have to start investing in better magic. Raise dead is body. More like recommendation algorithm. You find it, you find yourselves in the same places. Yeah. I would like to have the raise dead spell. That'd be fairly handy. Ready to be a master. She needs to be an expert bodybuilding. It's just, even if it's, I don't know, however, how many XP she gets, we want it. She's the one. Yeah. She's already a master in those. I recruited her with those masteries, so that was nice. Let's work on our magic skills, I guess. Like that. And then it's gonna get a little more complicated. We have to, well, identify things. That is not a huge problem.
Figures. Ah.
That's also one of the modifications added by the mod. The skills identify items, identify monster, and disarm trap are shared across the party so long as the character I'm using has the skill, it will use the level of the highest one in the party. Which may feel like, oh, this is cheating, but it's kind of nice to not have to select an NPC for every different action. Okay. Shop to sell things.
Weapons in the land.
Yeah, I feel the stuff we're getting here is kind of crap. Yeah. But spellbooks are really expensive. 3 more gold and unsigned intelligence overflow. Is that what's going to happen? Sell. This one has, it's an antique, it has an increased value, but not increased stats. It's a shame, the look of it was interesting. It looked like it could be an interesting item. I think that's it. But now I've missed my chance, haven't I?
Come again.
And I think the weapon shop is right here.
Finest armor in the land.
Aha! Helmet. My paladin could use something better. Death and eradication immunity. Hang on. No! No! Shit. I forgot. When you are in the window to sell things, you can't pick it up and give it to someone else. Crap. That was dumb. It would have been perfect for my pally, and I have tried to take on a lich, and I couldn't kill it because it insta-kills me with a spell. And I think that helmet, that very helmet that I sold, would have protected me against that spell. Ah. Oh well. Plate armor, the one I have is worth 3,400, so... I'm not surprised I'm only getting crap, because I only found those dungeons after I had gone to the next map. Belts, 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 belts. No, they're all better than that. '90s, hello, it is Might and Magic.
Come back soon.
In fact, I was talking with Mercury Bard, and somehow
See anything you like?
Might and Magic was mentioned, and I was like, yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I don't know, invisibility might be useful. I'm gonna have, at some point now, maybe take all of my rings, put them all together, order them by value, and decide, I mean, these are crap. That's okay. And decide which ones I actually want to keep. Because I put them on my NPCs without paying attention. I mean, currently I'm in Castle Iron Fist, but I have been as far as Freehaven. I just got back to Castle Iron Fist because I finally got the water walking spell, so essentially I was clearing out the map and I discovered a couple more dungeons. And that's what I was doing. Yeah, that's worse than my stuff. Yeah. I found that. Nobody's asked for it yet. This spell, everybody knows it. You want a treat, Latte? You deserve a treat? Yeah? You know, did I step on you, my poor Floof? Oh no. The life of this cat. We're running out of treats. This might be one of the last ones. Yeah, there you go.
Welcome, friend.
Good stuff? Good stuff. He got a treat earlier on, and then he left, so hopefully that's not gonna happen. No more treats. Just an empty hand. That smells of treats. It's not nearly as fun as yeah. Go back to sleep. You're very tired. Very. Hey, Sundog. Thanks again for the follow. Alright. Yeah. And I don't know, he likes the box. And sometimes there's one box, because we tend to, whenever we get a box, we tend to keep it for a while, because obviously the new box is the best box. But this one, we've had it for actually, I don't know if it shows, probably not. Maybe if I move that camera. That's the box from, there. That's the Heroes of Might and Magic 3 box. Which turns out is a perfectly sized box for a cat. Okay, where was I? Selling things, trying not to sell very valuable things.
I've never seen one before.
Well, here's one. Let's identify that. I noticed that the items with mind resistance are particularly valuable, and I don't know why. It could be that I haven't met enemies that use some of the deadlier mind resistance spells, but yeah. Alright, now that we have money, I feel a good way to spend money very quickly is to learn spells. She doesn't know Detect Life. She doesn't know Preservation.
Where will I put that?
Ah. And one for the other one. Now, because in my party I have Sorcerer, full spellcaster, Cleric, full spellcaster, Pally, hybrid, Druid, hybrid, and Dark Elf, hybrid. Essentially, most of my money goes in buying books because I need 3 copies of every spell. So yeah, it gets a little pricey.
Could have used this earlier. Yes.
But it makes them so happy. You already know it? Crap. That was a waste of money.
Wait.
Oh, okay, good.
Spell.
Yeah. We like a new spell. This is quest item. You take the potions. We're going to sell one because ingredients with power 1, who cares? Let's do
Success.
like that.
Success.
But
That was lucky.
so,
That was lucky.
yeah.
Success.
I need an empty bottle. Doesn't it? Let me put the link again, because seriously, it makes things so smooth compared to the OG game. This is the engine of Might and Magic 8, and then it has extra tweaks. Some of them modded, like just quality of life improvements. For example,
Body, the magic of healing.
I can right click and I can see whether the NPC that I have selected already knows the spell or not. Which is, like, it's not impossible to do otherwise. You take notes, you know, that's fine. But it's nice to have it. Also, a lot of spells, Wizard Eye, for example, but not just the resistance spells as well. They are spells that you activate. Let me show you the app, the spell book. So, for example, Regeneration. If I cast it, it's going to just reduce my mana reserve by 30%, almost 35%, but I have the effect non-stop. So you don't have to go, you know, if you've played the game, you must have done that, where you go 1 cast, 2 cast, 3 cast, 4 cast, 5 cast, and 1, and try to have all the buff at the same times. Here, it reduces your spell pool. Some of them, like Heroism, do I have it? No, she doesn't. Some of them take like a huge chunk of your mana, and then you can't do anything else. But others, like 20% of the mana pool, that's perfectly fine. And so you don't have, you know, exactly. You don't have to do that. I like that very much. I don't want to bore you with the let's tidy the rings segment. These, that's also part of the mod. They are crafting gems, and essentially they can improve some of the items. I think mine have already been improved quite a lot. So there's not, there we go. Increased value, really, that's what you give me. But essentially, items, do I still have some that would show? Because I've improved a lot already. But some items, they come with grayed out traits. And it's when you use those crafting items that you get the extra trait. So that's a nice way to improve the items. You typically get those by completely exploring a map, by killing a unique monster. So it adds a little bit of fun to it, really. Now, one of them brought me back from this. I don't know. Okay, it doesn't. Okay. One goes both ways. So I guess I still haven't... Oh, this is to go there, this is to come back from there. Okay. Not as interesting. All right. Where to now? New Sorpigal. I have cleared out the map. There's one dungeon I couldn't do. I know what we're gonna try. Another thing, there's so many things in this mod. Another thing that is added once you finish a dungeon, not jump. Once you finish a dungeon, you can reset the dungeon. And when you reset the dungeon, enemies come back, obviously, but they are super strong. And I discovered that feature by accident when I did this one, the Shadow Guild. No, I don't want to reset it. Does that mean it's gonna be back? Oh, good. Good. Because I did this, and then I was like, reset it. Yeah, sure. Let's see just how difficult it is once you reset the dungeon. Very difficult. And I realized that I was supposed to free somebody from here, and I hadn't. I still have the key somewhere. So I'm glad. Yes, it increases the difficulty by a lot. The door is locked, but I have the key. There we go. Yes, Shari, I will take you to New Sorpigal. So I cleared the whole place and I missed that room completely. And then I reset it. And I went in there and the enemies were super strong and I was gutted because I couldn't finish my quest. You're installing it? Good. Did you catch the link earlier on? I can paste it again. Latte is the most adorable. Aren't you, my fool? Don't think we haven't noticed the use of the continuous form. Is being. Is not being. He is. All the time. We'll see. We'll see how long it stays. Especially when the door is open and he could be outside. Looking at insects. Looking at birds. Complaining that birds are too high in the sky for him to ever hope to catch. Alright, let's walk to New Sorpigal. There's one thing that I didn't do, no, a couple of things I didn't do in New Sorpigal. There's the forge that was really hard with fire elemental. I figure I need to have a better resistance to fire to stand a chance. I could kill the weakest ones, but when there were 2 or 3 of the stronger ones, I just couldn't do it. I have not been able to climb on top of the grocery store or the bank, I'm not sure. But now I have a jump spell, so I could try that. And also there's the tower. I don't remember. There was something with it. There was something with it. I'm a little worried about those trees. The apples never come back. Hello. Ha ha! A bard. No, I want the jester so I can have my joke. That's what I want. No. 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 Okay, I give up.
I need your help.
Hello. I'm so tired of... I thought I had found a document for this. But maybe I misplaced it. Maybe I never found it. I'm not sure. Janice, I have done your quest, right? I did? Goblin Watch, yes. And extra money. Oh, the Chime of Harmony. Sure. Done. What is the bounty? A rock. We still have not seen a rock. So good. Does that mean we suddenly have enough experience to train? Now, you may be wondering about those. This is the portal to start Might and Magic 7. And the second one, obviously, is the portal to start Might and Magic 8 with your party, which is kind of nice. What I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they've thought about that.
How about some training?
You got nothing to teach me? You can't say, okay, okay. Such a disappointment. I don't know if the enemies are sort of scaled with your level. Because now that I'm level 30 something, if I was to start, say, Might and Magic 7, killing, what do we kill? Fireflies and goblins, and I forgot what else is on that little island. It wouldn't be much fun because it would be too easy, so I'm kind of hoping that they scale somehow. I don't remember who wants the bones. I think we're done here. Did you boop him? So rude. You okay? You're not traumatized, not you?
You can try to book them.
Nah.
You wouldn't dare.
I wouldn't dare. Okay, that's the building. I think I might be able to jump onto. I'm not sure. I'll try.
Can I greetings?
Hello. I'm not really trying to talk to you, but Ha! Air magic. Ah! I'm okay now. And there was something with a tower, but I don't remember. Was a key to be found? But I don't have it. I'm looking for a banker. A banker.
Too easy. Too easy.
Well, I think we're done in New Sorpigal. Oh, maybe you have bottles?
Where will I put that? That was lucky.
Okay. I like to keep, you know, an equal amount of bottles. For reasons. I don't even use those. I guess they're really made quite redundant with the magic spells that are constant. I like to keep it's more than one of each. Harden item. Done. You're welcome. I like to keep one of each just in case both healer is unable of casting a spell. But yeah, managing this is a bit of a drag. Where can we go? Nowhere. I feel it's time to go to a new place. New Sorpigal, one dungeon, but I'll come back later. Free Haven. Oh, sorry, no. Oh! Castle Iron Fist. I have a quest to turn in. I rescued 2
Welcome aboard.
Misty Islands. Sure.
Raise the flag and hoist the sail.
I've rescued 2 damsels in distress, which means I am eligible. My paladin is eligible, or my knight is eligible for promotion. I forgot which. Whoa, okay, we've got followers of Ba. These guys are everywhere, honestly.
No problem.
Followers of Ba and a band of cutpurrs have been raiding Mist from the island to the north. Lucky I can water walk. Yeah, followers of Ba, come on. But those are quite weak, at least. I'll activate the teleporters so that you can get to their island. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. Water. Factor.
Hi, how are you?
Finance. I have a banker with me. And I think the banker, well, does twice as much. I would like to find a teacher. The factor is not bad.
Ha! This should be easy.
Yeah, but we're not gonna do anything.
This should be easy.
What is this? Guild of Water. You have not learned Water Walk.
Where will I put that?
Of course there's that. In fact, it's a lot of spells you have not learned. Now, ideally, what I'm trying to do,
Can't wait.
of course, I want everyone to have all the spells. You already know that, okay.
Can't wait to use no room. Could have used this earlier.
What I'm really trying to do is have my hybrid classes. Hey Chato, welcome on in. I'm trying to have my hybrid classes, so the first three, be the ones that have their magicka cut down because they have the constant spell going on, so that my pure spellcasters can focus on, what do you call it, spellcasting. Hello warrior, hello! We know that. We know shield, but we're not the one casting it. Jump. I'll learn it. There.
I can use this.
I'm good, thank you. How are you? A piper. Stonecutter. No, give me a teacher or a banker. It's not like I'm really hard to please. I hear enemies. Whoops. Fortunate that we don't have friendly fire. Thank you so much, Chato. I really appreciate it. You're giving me a regular supplies of bits. I should use them to buy latte treats. I think that's only fair. Where do you come from?
Got another weakling.
Bunch of angry people. You're a bounty hunter? Cut purse. You shall not cut my purse. Yeah, dying is no fun.
Ow!
I wonder if I was not supposed to come here way sooner, maybe? Because they feel very, very easy. Then again, the outdoor areas always feel a lot easier because I can indefinitely back off and
Halt! Who goes there?
if it's too bad, I can just go and find a guard.
His Grace Albert Newton, Marquis of Mist and High Sorcerer of Enroth.
Ooh, will you promote me to wizard? Okay, I sometimes have the most trouble trying to remember things I've learned. I'm not sure why this is, but I've discovered a way around the problem. I'm going to create a mirror that will allow me to look back in time so that I can remember what it is I've forgotten. It's genius. Absolutely genius. They do have, all of them, they like, you know, they're in character, and it might be a bit corny, I guess, but I'm fine with it. To do this, I need the hourglass of time, but my duties and research prevent me from searching for the hourglass on my own. Of course, and you don't want to leave your throne alone, that'd be rude. The hourglass is said to be in a dark cavern up near area... No, that was Spear of Darkness. Where was the hourglass? I should be able to remember this. Of course, it is buried in an old fort to the south of here. Or maybe I can go there. I can offer you my support in the council if you will help me in creating my mirror. Yes. And in fact, seeing the enemies here with a new area, and you go, oh, yes. They use that sprite in Heroes as well. And oh, this one too. So it's double the nostalgia, I guess. I am the magus in charge of training and promoting sorcerers. Though powerful, sorcerer is not the pinnacle of elemental magician. Wizards take the knowledge and ability of a sorcerer and hone those abilities to a sharper level. They have greater magical potential than the sorcerer and demand greater respect. I want that. The way to earn this training, however, is not easy. Find the Fountain of Might, drink from its waters, and return here. If you are able to do this, I will train you in the ways of the wizard. Don't ask me for... You've already forgotten. Okay, fair enough. fair. Maybe we're not gonna do that quest just yet. The quest giver would live in a tree or a shroom island. Yeah. But that's part of the charm. Apparently there's nothing here. I'm guessing there will be people on those islands. I might use the teleporters to, you know, proceed in the way. This, it's about the time or the month, isn't it? I should come at the right time. She's very honest, yes. Again, I don't have the key. I heard somebody firing a spell, but
No problem.
I don't want a chimney sweep. I want a teacher.
No problem.
Back for another lesson?
Look, we could have Cindy. Oh. This portrait is the portrait that I used in Might and Magic 6 for my cleric. She's my cleric. The name is not my cleric's name, but she's my cleric. But I said I had my party. We're good. I'm so sorry, Cindy. I'm sure somebody will come along. Aha. Closed. He can train me a bit higher than the one in New Sorpigal, but not by much. I was happy to find her. She was also one of my characters in Might and Magic 7. I think she was my warrior, though. It's a barrister, but not the kind of not the kind that makes coffee. So, Mephala is my favorite Daedra and Heroes 3 hero. What is Mephala? Which faction is she from? Sorry, my hand was just here for no reason. Yeah. Did we get a little off? An elegant stretch.
Live long and prosper.
Rampart. I see she's a brunette and she's got a thing in her hair. With Rampart, I always took the same guy, the one who specialized. Of course, it's closed. The one. Oh, of course, it's closed. The one who.
Can I get you?
I really thought it was going to be closed. The one who specializes in. We can have it just for the sake of completion. The one who specializes in logistics. There we go. Yes, that one.
No room.
Yes, room. Ooh, Master of Fire. The skill level cannot be learned by the sorcerer. Really? I need to have a promotion first? That's harsh. Very harsh. I get the feeling that I should have been here before. Though Master of Air, again, we're not ready. Here's your secondary. You need to reboot. No problem, I'll be here. Master of Water. Okay, so I know.
Fire, magic of destruction.
But she knows the spell. One fireball, one firebolt.
Where will I put that?
One fire resistance, one haste. Ooh, fire aura.
Where will that'll be useful? Where will I put that? That'll be useful.
In your spell
Where
book.
will could have used this earlier. Where will could have used this earlier. No, that'll be useful.
Okay. Water. I've been there. I don't want to spend to meow.
Right.
That's what we want to do. Still have coffee. Very little. That will do. I didn't check the victory conditions, but looking at it, is that a tower of 30? It looks like a tower of 30. My wall is greater than my enemies. It is true. Not by much. Hey! The portrait you always use for 7 is the human lady with the brown hair that draped forward. Is she a brunette with a black cloth? Because that's the one I would take. I know. I was very surprised, like after Might and Magic 7, and I somehow found out that there was a standalone game of Arcomage, and I could never find it, and I was disappointed, and I saw it was hard to find it, and so maybe it was not successful. And I did not understand, because that was, and it still is now, actually. Welcome back, Becca. When I go to a new place and I see an inn, I go, yes! Or when you discover that the map is big and there are 2 inns, double yes! Are we doing walls? I guess we're doing walls. I hope I'm not going to find myself... I only have... Okay, alright. Five damage to your tower for extra magic. When the maximum is 30, that feels a little harsh, doesn't it? There used to be a free Arcomage on mobile. It was an unofficial port. And you say you're playing it in your browser? Do you have a link for that? I mean, I play it here, but there's this card that says do X damage to all towers. And I always imagine, thank you. I'm going to open the link now so it's not lost in the chat. Oh wow, it's very pretty. It's very pretty. And this one you have, no, only 2 players. There is this card, X damage to all the towers, and I figured, so maybe they meant for this game to be played with 3 or maybe 4 players, which could be quite fun and strategic, though I could imagine that all players would gang up against whoever is the closest to win, and that's not a fun mechanic in a game. What do I want? Do a bit of that. You've played Magic with 5 players. How does that go? A bit chaotic, I'd imagine. Come on, give me blue cards. Hey. That was my wall. And now I'm forced to damage my wall.